You have to head over. Uh, okay. Please wait for that. It is still waiting right now. Because we're releasing the brand new beta preview also. Yeah, we together to do this because working on it had to do far. Alright. Again, we have to be given 2 new updates is now has been released. Yes. Also on the changelogs is here. I was all hit on this changelog yet. Wait for that right now because we are exciting for this today. Here we go. The changelog is on the chat here. There's a 2 there. Plus we have a yes. They are giving a new yes. Alright. We have a awesome brand new update today. Yes. We are excited. We are coming to new excited. And hey, welcome back to the Molian is here for today's brand new Minecraft 1.21.2 24w37a Snapshot update and the brand new 1.21.40.21 beta and preview for MCPE. Yes, or better, it isn't a such. You know about it. You talk about it. Okay. Okay, let's get started, everyone. We are moving on for MCPE first. Yes, let's dive for the MCPE first. Very awesome. Yeah, the gradient is still. Wait, I do not disturb in this screen right now because for just they feel lefty something, including echoes, pulse and such, because it's a little bit matter, you know. Just a matter, you know. The way is still waiting right now. I done fix it the resource pack for my skin works until I needed some to do for. Okay. Okay. Let's get into do this. Okay. Okay, back to the main screen. There's something. Let's go on the main screen for 24w37a. Screen over a hen. So, oops. Over again. Hello. Thank you so much for yo. Thank you so much again. Okay, another thing here for talking about for new features and changes, and there's no new experimental changes and updates as such. Whatsoever we're fixed for underpulse not supporting someone, it is now been resolved. Yes, it is now been resolved so that on the earlier upcoming video right now, and we have to be changes including Throne Enterprise now loads and take chunks. And it has added new language support for High Norwegian, which has the new support for High Norwegian. That is interesting. That's a very interested. Okay. Yes, that's a very interested. They had no problems. Okay, moving on for Enderpelt chunk loading, which Enderpels now ensures that the chunk they are in or travel into is always loaded and ticking. They also load chunks when crossing a new dimension so that they can always continue to travel. This ensures that Enderpels can always land and makes cross-dimensional Enderpel traveling more predictable. And the last one is Enderpels now unload when a player logs out and reappear whenever one player's log back in, similar to how amounts currently behave. That is interesting. Let's testing out for the game. Yes, let's testing out on the game. Let's see on the to it. So mixer back up first before going to do. Okay, let's go on to it. Let's try moving on to 37 beats. was used it too, and click I know what you're doing. As you can, there's no new videos for MCPE as such because this is a combined it both of this because we're just combined it. Yes, it is a combined it. Okay, let's try to realize where fixed it is for bug report made for enter pulse. Let's go to the try with enter pulse again. Use it be fixed now, and it now been patched through. The issue is now being fixed right now. It's now been new and improved. Now such a very improvements for teleporting like that, and it is now being fixed. Okay, it is now being fixed for under pulse and including with a chunks improvements. That's a very great improve. Now much way improve. That's a very improve. Okay. Okay, moving on next to the change log. As a favorite something. Okay. Moving on for mob conversation. So we have mob conversation conversion details. Sorry, dude. We got a mob conversion details. We have in last week's snapshot we fixed a bug related to which data gets transferred between mobs when converted from one type to another, like zombie to drowned. This week we have reverted a few of those changes, like health attributes and loot tables are no longer transferred. That's interesting. Has been reverted a little bit, and we has here is a full list of tags, data, and other properties which get transferred when a mob is converted, but only relevant for mobs that can have these properties. Like this, all of the changes in the following in the most, yes, including most of the following changes, but includes no AI, no gravity on ground, and passengers as such have been known to be something different. And we have mobs that split into several mobs rather than converting from one type into another. Do not transfer the following properties, like the armor drop chances, armor items, full distance, full flying, and a lot more, etc. Did a lot. And another one for some properties measured in MC 88967 are intentionally not transferred in any conversion, like attributes, gossips, health, loot tables, and has a filter data. And the last one for XP will be includes as well. Okay, moving on, here's some technical changes, like the day of pack person now has a 3, and resource pack person is now have to be 38. Moving on for day pack 53 has a loot tables tool value. Use it for functions like match underscore tool is now available for some additional loot table types, like RRT used bros, the boat instant key, but not available when displaying items, and the last one for sharing sears. Chicken laying eggs is now controlled by a loot table found at gameplay slash chicken underscore lay. Armor deals randomly dropping scoots is now controlled by a loot table found at gameplay slash armadillo underscore said. We had a hero of the village give loot tables. The loot given by villagers is now controlled by two additional tables, like gameplay hero of the village unemployed gift. Use it if a villager is unemployed, and if including baby underscore gift. Use it if the villager is a baby has been included. Moving on for tags, the item tags has duplicates underscore a lace, item that can be used to duplicate a lace when dancing, and it has the panda eats from ground items that panda will pick up from the ground and eat, and the last one for brewing fuel. Items that can be used as fuel in a brewing stand, and another one for item component changes, such as to be changed a little bit in the following. The fire resistant is now changed to damage resistant, which has the very important to be changed. Has a new field types, has prefixed damage type tag. Items with this component in entity form will be resistant to the damage types included in the tag. This component also affects whether the equipped item will be damaged when the wearer is hurt by a given damage type. Moving on for item underscore name, the name provided by this component always has the lowest priority. That means it will be overridden by components like person underscore contents, like that. Moving on for person contents, added optional string field like custom underscore name. When present, it will be used to generate containing stack name. For example, if value is faux and item is lingering underscore person, the name of item will be translation of like that, like lingering underscore person dot effect dot faux. Moving on for equipable, we have added the following fields like swappable, boolean has a default true. Wherever the item can be equipped into the relevant slot by right clicking, and another for damage on hurt, boolean has the same default true. Wherever this item will be damaged when the wearing entity is damaged. And it has added the death underscore protection. It present this item will protect the holder from dying by restoring a single health point. Has the format objects with fields like death underscore effects, an optional list of effects that are applied when the item protects the holder, and another for these effects are the same as those specified by the on-consume effects. Built in the consumable component, moving on in predicates as well, with a salmon entity subpredicate, has added the salmon entity subpredicate, and it includes the fields variant, one of the small, medium, or large, that one. Moving on next on advancements, has a triggers. The killed by crossbow is now renamed into killed by arrow, not the crossbow instead. It has now been changed. Will now trigger whenever an arrow kills an entity, not just when fired from a crossbow. Has a new optional item predicate field with fire underscore from underscore weapon, and can be used to match the item used to shoot the arrow. And the next one, for last, in resource pack version number 38 is GUI sprites. The appearance of a highlighted slot may now be customized by replacing sprites like container slash slot highlight front, the sprite to render in front of highlighted slots, and the last one for the back one, the sprite to render behind highlighted slots. Likewise, the appearance of highlighted items within the bundles can be customized with the following sprites, like that, the front and back of slot highlights. For bundles, that one. But it's still an experiment. And the next one for fixes and changes for this snapshot. Yes, previously from the posted video yesterday. Yes, yesterday was posted this video. I just saw that there's something. Another one for some rendering issues on armor, because that was been done to fix as such. I saw that earlier for me. And now has been matches the right scheme for this hour. It is now been same way. Now has the same way again. Yes, it is now has the same way. Moving on to the chainmail is now re-render the texture's sprite. And let's see this to try. Another one for chainmail boots. Sorry, for chainmail armor to be changed, and now it's been re-rendered to fix it. Okay, and it's now been fixed for chainmail rendering texture. The area is also a little bit change. Absolutely new change. Yeah, absolutely new change yet. And another one for some scrolling on the bundles. If this is clicking okay, that one, then moving another, and then it's now always close it that one. If I'm scrolling a lot, one click and another one click, and then now has been always be close it. It is now no longer be closed, and another for some shift holding around if you shift and left clicks around, or then it doesn't move anymore. Right? The bundles they doesn't move anymore. Right? It doesn't nothing. It's now been a little bit fixed. If this happenings, it's now always close it. The bundles is now been always closed right now. Okay? Very nice. That is very nice. And another one for sweet boosts. So in the last one, if you see damaging like this, oh, it has now been fully gained damage as such on sweet berries on the mobs. Now has the same way to be damaged on sweet berries. It has now been fixed, which is now been fixed. And the priest one, if you see it closer, I saw that from the earlier video. If this is way closer, it has survival mode. And here I go. Always wanted to be closed down, and it's now been fixed. That's okay, the realize I no ways for that. Anyway, no problem for trees. Yes, it's the same way for something. But it still suits always on the way closer. Yes, it now has the always close to be attacked. To be close attack. No problem. Another one for the wood charge to the mobs, to heating. To try this again. I sorry. Let's try with the husk. Let me try for husk. And I will see to suit this happening. If hit this, and it has now been input. Now has no longer been ridiculous jobs. If a hitting using with charts to hit bombs, it has now been lowered a little bit. Yes, this jumps is now been a little bit knockback. Has been patched a little bit for fix. Yes, it's now been fixed a little bit. As such. Now has way a little bit lower the jump. Okay, now so moving on for MCPE 1.21.40.21 beta preview changelog. We are moving on for brand new beta preview this week. So there's no need to making a video for this today. No problem. For just a reason, no changes. We have another experimental features where have been updated for bundles is the renamed bundles names are now italicized the indeed tooltip. That is a very interesting for italic writing in the text. We have a bug report included. We have renamed bundle doesn't have italic formatting, which is has the normal text instead of the normal italic formatting, and it's now been wants to be italicizing the formats for bundle. Yes, they always want for italicizing the format text on bundles, and it's now been changes just a little bit. This is a small tweak. I mean, a very small changes as such. And the next, another very small features and bug fixes, including accessibility features, we has re-implemented the left-handed mode on touch devices for accessing the inventory from the hotbar. That is a re-implemented. Yes, very great. They all re-implemented ones, including some bug reports. And we got has no longer able to move open inventory touch control on the left side, which has the now has been re-implemented for all ones the same way as the old ones. For lefty only use it for some that one, and the new ones was a gone one that moves to the right position. If a lefty mode, it is now being turns to the left dose in the same way. Yes, that's the same way. We got a blocks. Fix the issue with shipwrecks only generating lower slabs, but this fix will not alter already generated shipwrecks. Has the minimum fix partially. Yeah, I think this is a minimum partially fix, right? Another one, updated references to old block names in behavior pack wood recipe files, and same as the renaming in remaining behavior pack recipe files as such as well. Very good things now. Moving on for gameplay, we have fixed the bug where using weaving and wind charged effects did not apply on player's death. Yes, it's something if applying the effect with using weaving and wind charged to some player, if it dies on player, will be applied through. Yes, it will cost to be applied. And then we're back for the another mace smash attacks again. And then once again, mobs can now perform mace smash attacks again. Once again, he's back again after was known to be issued for stacking issues or can break blocks issues or something. It's now been resolved for that. But that way, no issues for stack issues or no issues for breaking blocks as such on holding mace. No, just problems. Not just a problem. Another general, we have removed some keyboard key bindings from settings that do only exist in Minecraft again. Education control tips, code bigger, code builder, and immersive reader for some Minecraft education use it. Yes, that only existed. Whatsoever, if it still exists in MC education, something to be existed as such. Next for graphical is the fixed an issue that caused some blocks to lose their ambient occlusion and for leaves and curtain biomes to appear too bright. Ooh, that's a interesting, very struggles to be bugged, right? It's now been a little bit fixed for some particular issue. Another one for mob, we have carved pumpkin and skull now rotates with the bug's head when worn. That is a very finally fixed it from my report. Yes. It has now been fixed for my report, right? The carved pumpkins and skull will now always be completely fully hold and glues out. It's much very glued and much correctly. Moving on for sound, we have a blocks. Mob spawner step sound and hit sound now play at their intended volume. Troll spawner hit sound now play at their intended volume. That is a very interesting, cool minimum tweak. Another mobs is the wizard skeleton step sound, now play at their intended volume. That is a very interesting. Now has a way improved. Another one for user interface changes, including LAN worlds are now visible in the worlds tab for the or UI play screen for some preview exclusive. For preview exclusive, that one, this time that one. Another fixed bug where the incorrect message would be sound on the experimental bet screen for certain values of the player's sleeping percentage game rule. If the change used it, and it's now been fixed. And another one for creative inventory changes includes the developer's node. Items and blocks in the creative inventory have been reorganized. Reorganized with the goal of making overall sorting more intuitive. We have a trial chamber items, including trial keys, were moved to be next to ominous trial keys. Very obvious again. That's weird. Ominous bottles were moved next to the existing potions and were made into its own ominous bottle groups. Sounds interesting. Very great. Stone group in the nature tab now has stone was moved into the stone group family. Finally, there's something. Stone is now the front block of the stone group. That is very great. Basalt and smooth basalt were moved into the stone group again. Top and polished top were moved into the stone group again. Another decorative stone in the construction tab. Smooth stone was moved into decorative stone. Top brick, chisel top, and chisel top bricks were moved from the nature category to decorative stone in the construction category. Prismarine bricks were moved from the decorative stone group. Now they are next to prismarine and dark prismarine. And another for copper family, Xeras, Violet. Reordered raw iron, raw copper, raw gold, and raw copper, raw iron, raw gold. Oh, this is a lot. Gray or something. Sorry. Reorder raw iron, raw copper, raw gold to raw copper, raw iron, and raw gold. This is a realize I recognize me. The copper, iron, and gold blocks were moved to match the raw version's ordering. The copper doors were moved to all the other doors. Another, the copper trapdoors were moved to the group with all the other trapdoors. This is not never is something so loud. Copper blocks and copper grades are now sorted by block type, then by oxidation level instead of oxidation level then block type. There is a very interesting. For top family, top stairs, top slabs, top walls, and their polished versions were moved from the nature top to the construction tab into their respective groups. Another for other blocks, for some other bricks are now placed before the slabs group, and another this shades only affects bricks made from clay and not all the brick blocks. Sealed nether bricks and cracked nether bricks were moved next to the nether brick block and red nether brick. Quartz bricks placed next to the other quartz blocks. Rooted dirt is now next to the other dirt blocks. Many dirt blocks and grass variants were shuffled around too much Java. Gradle is now ordered after the stone group and is next to sand and red sand. And the last one for clay was moved from the construction gallery to nature gallery, placed it next to the mud block. And then last but not at least for technical updates, including blocks, components, that's a lot. We have an editor included, has added an initial editor settings panel with options for show invisible blocks and show chunk boundaries. We have an entity event responses, feature graphical items, and has the resource and behavior packs. And the last one for trading. And the last one for technical experimental updates has a graphical Molang, and we has a comes to the scripting has added a new memory tier. Ooh, that's very interesting. Some for some add-ons or resource packs has the adds the and memory tier. Ooh, there's something echo. Sorry, dude. Need to pause that. No problem. Based on the all of the memory tiers has a lot. For example, for some codes, and has an added base class system info field memory tier. Has an added class client system info with field memory tiers. Another. We has a class player when it comes to added property client system info, and the class system added property server system info again. It's the same way here another. And that's all of these changes. Yes, very awesome. Rick organized it. The blocks in inventory. Yes, that is a very interesting. That's very cool. Yeah. And another for fixing for some interpol teleportation fixes, and some chunks has been resolved right now again, but never goes to the void, right? Never wants to be void. Okay. For the same time of this, both of this update, both of this update, all of these changes and updates as well. Very great patches around. So no need to recording on new video as well for beta and previous as such. We have problems anymore. Okay. We have any problems anymore? Something. I'm so very hard to read. Lol. Why not? Sorry about it. We're finally being done for reading, right? Maybe to be next week for new video as such. Okay, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we are see you all to the next video, everyone. The Changelogs is on the down below for description, or on the chat here if you read over the. Yes, for upcoming 1.21.30 will be soon to Tuesday as such as well. I will making to do this for project. Yes, I will waiting to do this project as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. So great. Peace out there for right now.